Hey guys, George here, back again with another train stream. Today, we got some progress done on the layout. My dad and I, last night we worked on the yard, so now we have blocks set up in the yard. And, yeah, so it's going to make switching more fun. And, yes. So, as you can see, we got some people coming in.
All right. Good to see everybody here. George, can you give me that remote control here? I gotta.
Good Ralph fan, welcome to the stream. John2618, welcome. Mr. James Conductor, welcome. Stephen Kofrel, welcome.
Good to see you. Are you sure it's not Stefan? Good to see everyone here today.
SC Railroad Videography, welcome. Online G, welcome. Jidoku Samurai, hello. Deke Killinger, right?
Klinger.
Tim, T Difference, welcome. Charlie's Mile Trains, welcome. Hey, Grandpa. Ryan Burns.
Just like Amtrak. Oh, man. Ouch. Zing.
Central PA Railfan, welcome. And then George on CT, welcome.
Good to see everybody here today.
Says George on CT says, hello, just reading the December 2003 classic Doing Trains. Saw your grandmother, grandfather, and very young Wally.
Ooh, all right. Very young, huh?
That is 17 years ago.
Oh, my gosh. It's hard to think it was that long ago when we did that. Yeah, we got some cool stuff. I think I got some upgrades on the computer as well as the layout too, George. We'll give those a try. Hopefully people will just roll with us. I have been trying to be able to utilize my phone as the camera that we'll use on the web stream, and that's been a little bit difficult to do. And we have to kind of try as we go on that. And yeah, George. So, what'd you do yesterday?
Well, I helped you wire the yard and watched a lot of Amtrak Guy 365.
Yeah, that's a good show, or a good channel, isn't it?
Yes.
Very enjoyable, very enjoyable. So the yard right back over here, right, George?
Right over there.
And yeah, it was cool. You did some good wiring on
that. Yeah, it works.
It does. So is this the first time you wired up a layout like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've wired layouts before, though, haven't you?
Yeah, but it's like the first time I actually did it right.
Yeah.
But so, did you guys rail fan at all lately? Not lately. I haven't been
Sheesh. It snowed last night here in Illinois. I got up, looked out the window, and there was snow on the ground. That's pretty wild, huh?
Brian Byrne asked, did you get bus wires or blocks? We got both. So we have bus wires right there. If I'm correct.
Yep,
right?
Yep. We got bus wires for the DCS.
Yeah, and then we have the blocks for just stuff.
Back by the yard, we put in blocks there so we can turn them on and off.
He said, "Show off." Let's see, what else do we got? What do we have running today? We have the Cap Ford and the fucking Western Fantasy Heritage Unit, but we can always change stuff. We got the Hudson, the Mallet, the Kanawha, and we've got random aces back over there. We have SD70s over there. We have the Burlington SD70 Mac. We have the Burlington Northern SD70 Mac. We have the Burlington SD70 Ace, and then we have the Great Northern SD70 Ace. Or the Executive Paint Scheme Burlington SD70 Mac.
Bob Cooney says it'd be nice to see you serious for once, George. There we go. Ryan's still struggling with that Wi-Fi system. We were having some struggles the other day. We put that one down on the bottom of the list to try and straighten out. One of the things that it might be, and check this out too, is just the wireless, the strength of the wireless network that you're using. I would say start using the Wi-Fi on the unit and use it as a localized Wi-Fi. See if you can get that to work. that'd be a good starting point.
Yeah.
Online G's asking if you like the Spirit of 76 video. I don't know if you caught that one yet. You were busy at school doing your e-learning, but I caught that as a really cool video he put up of Spirit of 76 engine that he's got.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, he's got a different YouTube account that he put it on. It's George Prokop.
Coolio.
Yep. I'll have to point that out to you a little bit later.
Yeah. SD70 mac and cheese.
I like that.
I haven't seen the NSTMCC-9 in a while. Yeah, we can run that.
Which one?
8980. My first
Cool. I got a request for the Great Northern as well. Well, I would like to do that too. We might have some bumps there because that's MTH, one of the few MTH ones that we have on the layout. But in theory, we should be able to run that no problem, right, George?
Yeah. Don't have too many MTH engines to use it on. My favorite one's the Monon F units. Those are real cool.
Right. The Monons are cool. We've got, what, three that we can operate on here? And how many Lionels, George?
A whole lot. Hey, welcome New England Railfan Productions. Ian the Train, Book Kid, Show and Song Kid.
Kingler is asking, D. Klinger is asking, George, what are your two favorite heritage units?
Norfolk and Southern Heritage units, my two favorite. It's a tough one.
George, how about right across the board? Doesn't have to be Norfolk and Southern. Could be either your two favorite heritage units.
Southern Pacific Heritage Unit and Chicago Northwestern Heritage Unit. The Norfolk and Southern one, I like the Illinois Terminal one, and I like the Penn Central one a lot. Then you guys might get on my case about the Penn Central one, but I've seen that one the most, and that was, I don't know, just kind of cool.
So Ian, the Train Book Kids shows and Song Kids saying, did you know that Great Lakes Central Railroad's YouTube channel, he's an actor? Yeah. You should see his YouTube channel. He does really good work. He makes us look, our presentations look silly because he's so good and he's got such a camera presence. He's got good videos.
Grandpa's asking if we have the TCA MTH FB Alcos, or do we both do. We have a set and then you have a set.
But those are Protosounds 1.
Yes. Exactly.
So they'll work on the layout here, but the Protosounds 1 won't utilize the command that we've got set up here.
Yeah.
How are we doing over here, George? Can you see the
Yeah.
that one at all, or are you good on?
It's just easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is. I was talking to him one stream, and we got into talking about that. Yeah, one of his movies got like an award or something like that for like kids choice.
Yeah, it's really neat. He's got quite the presence in all of his videos. I'd love to be able to recreate that myself, but that's why we watch him, right?
Yes.
Very good.
Stephen Pearson, welcome.
Good to be here. Give him a honk, George.
Somebody said, Brandon Frisco 1522, welcome.
So Brian Burns is saying that he's got a bit of a small crush on Cab Fords, just like you, George. What kind you got there?
It's an AC9. I mean AC12. I'm sorry. Cab Ford. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yes, we did SC Railroad videography.
I got you.
Oh yeah, original NS and Wally is a part of the famous Woodard fam. There's another fam with the same name who have Godzilla wrecking a GM 8350 generator box truck. That's us. Yeah. I do like Norfolk and Southern. Actually, that's not true. Instead of the Penn Central Heritage Unit, I like the original Norfolk and Southern Heritage Unit. The red one, that one's pretty cool.
Which one?
The red Norfolk and Southern Heritage Unit. It's a Norfolk and Southern unit.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. He's got the caboose.
Yeah. Well, that's the caboose from the original railroad, but same case.
And it's on an ES44?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
All right. Very good, very good. And hey, you know what? We'll use that as a little springboard here. Thank you, everybody, for coming and being a part of the stream today. It's good to be hanging out with you. Sit back, relax. Let's run some trains, grab something to drink, think of some good subjects to chat about. And while you're at it, get to know each other. Some good conversation here. We all have some really cool pages, don't you think, George? And one of the things that we can do to help support each other is to go out and check out each other's pages. Fortunately, YouTube's made it a little bit harder by modifying those three dots. So I had an idea. If you wanted to promote your YouTube page and you wanted people to check it out, and please everybody check out each other's pages here. Just go in the links below on here and put in your YouTube channel page, a link to your YouTube channel page down there, and ooh, Hollywood George right there. Yeah, but put the links down below, and that way we can easily access each other's webpage, and we can sign up on there. We can subscribe. I've been trying to go through some of the people that I remember that are on the streams that that GFW Trains hasn't subscribed to, so we can subscribe to you. But if not, put your link below, and hopefully everybody will support each other, and we can grow our channels.
And then New England Rail fan, we're also in a TM Books video as well, or Grandpa's layout is, and that was little Georgie's debut.
George was an actor in that one.
Not quite 5.
Not quite Daniel Tiger, but
yeah,
pretty good nonetheless. Lionel Nation 5, check it out. Check it out. We had a fun stream the other day for those of you that weren't here. We were able to get my dad on the phone. We FaceTimed him, and they gave us a little tour of the layout over there. So, good stuff.
Yeah.
Ours Train's in the house. All right, let's get our...
I see the Ours Train hat is back.
Always are. Is that the...
You gotta wear your hat one day. The Ours Train's hat.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go get it? I can go get it.
You know what, George? In a few minutes, I'm going to go up and get something to drink. I'll grab that hat, too.
Can you grab me something to drink, too?
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I was just about to say, when is the R gonna get here? Yes. Okay.
Very good, very good. So, good to see everybody here today. So, I'm going to try some new things out. We haven't been doing this one before, but I've got my phone. I'm going to try it and use the phone as a camera. I'm experimenting with some things and how to best do it. So, hopefully when we get to those points, you can bear with us. In fact, George, right now, do you want to show everybody the yard that we got set up over here? Yeah.
Sure.
Here's what I'm going to do. Bear with us, guys. Bear with us.
Of course I know Buster from TM Books. He crashed into the back of the engine shed. He's a Delaware and Hudson SD45. I used to watch that video all the time.
All right, here, George. Let's see. You can look over here and answer the questions. All right, it'll continue to stream.
Grandpa says ran a run through last night of most of you guys' layouts. You all have really nice layouts. Ours Train says you get the point. How do we do the description thing? What do you mean, SC Railroad Videography? How are you doing today? Steven's asking. I am doing well. Thank you for asking. Let's see, what else do we got? Hey Charlie, I guess you summoned me. Okay. Let's see.
This is what we got done on the layout yesterday. If you want to come over here.
Yeah, I can now. So, here. So, we got a 5-track yard. This is the longest track of all of them. Wraps around the yard. And then we have these 4 tracks for just switching. We have the engine on here for now. We plan on putting accessories in here and stuff like that, but we had just gotten the blocks wire, so we can shut trains off. Notice how these aren't getting power. But yeah, and then we have the Norfolk Southern Dash 9.
pulling circus train, but
I'm gonna have to change that out with this one real quick, but Tim's request. So, yeah, and then we just got miscellaneous stuff over here. Plan on making this industrial or town?
not sure yet.
Yeah, one of the two.
I just want to get everything wired up good, George.
Yeah. So far it's working good though. So haven't had any problems. Yeah.
Then how about the loop on the outside of the track there, George, where the Norfolk Southern is now?
So that wraps around over here. I think this is
472.
72. But the rest of the yard is 54. But yeah, it's just made for when you're making your train. You can just put the train in here. And yeah. So real nice. It's convenient, fun to switch on. And yeah. So that's the yard.
Sounds good. We'll get back to the.
Our train says, do you plan on having a roundhouse? Probably not. We just don't have the space for it. And they're really expensive too. We're just trying to get the layout done currently. But yeah. Let's see. Can I
Just sit down there. Yep.
Let's see. Stephen Pearson says, I might get the new NS Heritage unit on NS Heritage unit on Saturday afternoon. That's cool. Online G says Walt Lee, the trains are going to jump. Oh, it's the Dukes of Hazzard jump. That's gonna go on the top level. Ours train says that would be so cool. Lionel Legacy stunt trains. Brian says trivia. What's the longest loco of all time? And what is the strongest loco of all time? I bet you get it wrong. The strongest one is, I think, the Allegheny.
Yep.
And then the longest one is the S1, right?
That's my guess.
DRS1, yeah. Everybody always says the big boy is, but technically isn't. It's not even the strongest. It's a strong engine, but I mean the Y6Bs had the same
Tractive effort.
So I heard there's a caboose with the camera run by a Lionel app. The locomotive is another app. Yeah, we have one of those caboose. We have two of those. One of them is the Norfolk and Southern caboose, which is on this train. That's got a camera in it. And then my dad has a Santa Fe caboose. It's in the box, but yeah, they run real nice. Grandpa says that's a I know several Lionel trains that have made a longer jump than that. You somehow got it right. You are the only person I know who got it right. The only reason why I know that is because we were watching a bunch of videos about just trains yesterday, and I knew that the big boy wasn't the biggest. And I knew the Allegheny was the strongest just from doing research when I was younger. But the S1, I learned that yesterday. George, get the new Tier 4 Line Chief ES44 Aces. Probably not now. I mean, I'm not a really big line. Whoops. I'm not a real big Lion Chief guy.
They're really cool though.
They're cool, yeah, but I'd rather get a TMCC engine over Lion Chief. Or Scale TMCC engine. Let's see. Little George also got an AC9. They are nice, but just they don't smoke. The AC9 smoke, real nice. But ours currently is it's in a bad state. Doesn't run. The S1 was 8 feet longer than the big boy. Checkmate Union Pacific. Yes, that is correct. Can you switch in the yard? Yeah, we'll do that later. I think my dad's trying to work on getting the phone set up for that. But yeah, let's see. Yeah. what steam locomotive is running today. We got the Cat Ford running, but we can always switch stuff up by request if you guys want. In fact, I'm gonna switch the this guy out just because Tim wanted me to. Let's see. EA Sports isn't a game. Alright. Power dash 8. No, that's a dash 9. Cat forward, yes. That is what we're running. Let's see. Just a question, what's the longest train you have pulled on the layout so far? I think the longest train we've had is about 25 cars, but that wasn't even half. That was about a third of the layout. We haven't really, I haven't tried, tried breaking the record that we have. I think the longest train we've had is like 40 cars about, maybe a little bit longer. And they're all scale cars too, so it's pretty long. Speed is key, yes. This one's an this one is a converted conventional to TMCC locomotive, so it doesn't have the Odyssey like a lot of the older TMC or newer TMCC locomotives do, or the legacy locomotives. So that's why you see it go fast and slower, just because of like where the layout's power is coming from. Can you do a layout tour? Yeah, I can do a layout tour. What if we do that, Bob?
Yeah. Hold on a second, George. Let me get up this. You can use this. Now make sure you move nice and slow when you do use this one.
Okay.
There you go. Hold that. Hold on. You're not on yet. You're on now.
Alrighty. So we're gonna start over here at this Y. This is called Anita Junction. That's my sister where this is my dad. And over here we got the Y. All of that's 072, sorry. The smallest radius on the layout we have is 054, but that's not. I think the widest we're gonna have is 096. Yeah, come over here. Matter of fact, this is the hardest part of the layout for in terms of benchmark, just because it's island and line is kind of hard. Come over here. We have this curve 096, 072 stick. Which leads over to the. And then we have the yard lead right here.
Slow down with the moving, George.
We have the station right here. We're gonna have like car start.
Real slow.
Then we have the end of the yard lead. We have the start of another Y. And as you can see, we couldn't fit find a switch that would work for the yard, so we use the speed switch over here. Technically, yeah, that's the yard. Alrighty.
Hold on.
Anywho, who here remembers when George ran the trains on the floor and double hit the AC9 Cap 4? That was a good day. Yeah, very fun.
Oh, I'm trying to.
Alrighty. Ours trains. Wait. Heinz. Yes, that's one of my favorite cars. In fact, a lot of people love that. Love that car. I do too. I think it's real nice. I made those at the 2017 Train Collectors Association convention. But yeah, yeah, I've been here for that long. That's cool. That's really cool. I think. George, welcome. Oh, Online G. Hello. Oh, it's not loud enough. We'll get the cap forward.
Just trying to mess around a little bit with our.
Is the video quality better than the computer, or do you like this? Which one do you like better? Charlie, that would be the funniest train ever. Imagine some AC64CM as pulling those, and on the do not hump flat cars. You have to, I don't know. Whoa. Hello,
Hey,
Matthew.
George, I got a surprise for you.
Yeah?
Yep.
What's the surprise?
Yeah.
JT's Mega Steve. Whoa. We have a bus page. Well, looks like we're gonna have a smoke show today. Oh shoot, opened it at the wrong spot.
Oh, we forgot to tell them how we wired up the push button for to turn on the.
Oh yeah, so we wired it too, so we can wire the we don't have to go under the layout now to turn on the layout. Cool, cool. Cool fired steam. Nice, nice. Hey, barn full of trains, welcome to the stream.
Good to see you here.
We just got some
Must not be going on this
Mega
one.
steam. Oh.
There we go. There we go.
Is this the big thing of smoke fluid? Oh, coal fire.
Yes, it is. So you can probably just not even open that. Well, you can open it up now, yeah. Little unboxing here, or unsmoking. Good to see ya. Good to see everybody here. Hey, just a question. How is the microphone and the camera with the new? How does the camera look in the microphone here? I've switched it to camera as opposed to my computer. So I'm just curious if you guys could let me know. I'd appreciate that. I need some feedback because I've got the computer here that I usually use the camera on, and I'm trying to get it so that we can use the camera on my phone. And I think I've got it down on how to do that, but I'm not real sure.
Mike's fine. Camera's a little blurry.
Camera's blurry?
Which one was better, the phone or the computer?
There's a bit of lag on the phone one as well. So
it's like double lag?
Yeah. Weird. Okay, I'm switching back to the ready for this extreme close-up cam.
Hey guys. Oh. The old one was better. Okay.
All right. We'll put this one back up.
Dang. Luckily we got that big thing.
Why?
Came out. It's all over in the bag. It's fine.
Probably why they put it in the bag.
Yeah. Is this smoke too? Oh, it's a smoke fluid dispenser. That's cool. Probably for this.
That's exactly why.
Alright. Oh, I thought it blacked out for good. Alright, bye SC Railroad Videography.
Hey,
Um, Brandon Frisco 5022 is back.
good show, good show. All right. Just wanted to experiment with that a little bit, see how that worked. You can probably use that camera for like going off the grid and checking some stuff out. Welcome to everybody here. So George, here you say that this one leaked. Well, that's no good.
Look, there's still stuff in there.
Yeah.
One time we brought it to Milwaukee Train Fest, and we brought our JT Mega Steam, and it went all over in the toolbox we had. Come on, get there. Anyways, what locomotives do we have running today? We have the Dash 9, and then we have the Cap 4, but we can also change stuff too by anybody's request. In fact, we changed the Dash 9. Tim wanted the Dash 9 run, so if you guys want to see anything else that's on the layout run, please let us know.
Some smoke, George, some smoke. Now that we got all this smoke fluid.
Alright, another cab forward smoking. Good.
It's good?
No, it's bad.
It's bad, huh?
Probably can put some.
Ooh. It's too bad that I didn't realize the smoke fluid unit was bad.
That was the way we got it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Let's see.
Very cool. All right.
Happy Titanic anniversary. Oh, that's cool. What year is it? It's been like it's been a long time.
So, George, I think that we've got 3 Georges watching, 1 George on there. So we got a total of 4 Georges here. We got Online G, we got George Procop, and we got Grandpa George.
Wow.
Bill's Vlogs here. Hey, welcome, Bill.
Online G and George Procop are the same person.
Oh, yeah, all right. All right, that's true.
Welcome, Bill's Vlog.
Thanks for coming to the stream. What's this one, George?
That's 42. There we go. So,
Oh, it's the Titanic anniversary. Didn't realize that, George. That's very interesting.
it's cool.
How's the weather by everybody? We had some freak weather here. Got up this morning, looked out the window, there was snow on the ground here in Illinois. Again, you don't like the weather in Illinois? Stick around, it'll change. Just the other day, we were in shorts and t-shirts and talking about how nice it was and how good the spring was around here. Gosh, 108 years ago, it's the Titanic, huh, George?
Yeah. Bill's Vlog says my grandpa's named George. Same. my
Very
grandpa's
good.
also named George.
George's grandpa's name George.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can make a smoke show. Now that we got that new,
It says, read what I last posted if you want to smoke yourself out of the basement. I didn't get a chance to see that one. Hold on. Oh, yesterday, well, we took a day off yesterday. George had school, so that was the reason why we didn't have a stream yet. We got a chance to get some stuff out around the layout and get that fixed up a little bit. So I'm glad you were looking for us. Sorry we weren't there. We've been trying to take 1 day off a week, and so we'll do it 6 days a week, and we're back on. We'll be with you all the way through until next week. I think until Tuesday again. I'm not going to be around on Tuesday, so I don't know if George is going to decide that that's the day off on the Tuesday. Hey, Angel Garcia here. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream.
Oh shoot, I forgot to turn the smoke.
Yeah, all right. It's good that those people gave up their seats. They gave up their lives too. Oh, Bill's saying, George, that he set the fire alarm off in his house with the smoke fluid. Oh, yeah, that might be an issue that we got going on here. We've got one train It's a SD90 Mac, or is it just SD90?
SD70.
What's it, the Conrail?
Oh, that's an SD90.
Yeah, we've got one that's an
This
SD90
one,
Mac,
That one, like.
and we put some. If we put smoke fluid in that thing, oh my gosh, we'll be smoked out of the house. That said, we have gotten a lot of requests to see our equipment smoke, and we've never had any smoke fluid, and that just came in the mail today. So, good stuff, good stuff. There we go. For those that you can't see, right off the screen over here, George has got the mallet, or the mallet, all warmed up, ready to go. Put some smoke fluid in. I think you're going to take that out and around.
It smells good.
One of the cool things about JT Smoke Fluid is that they've got all kinds of different smells. I'm going to smell it when it comes around. We got the coal fire smell.
Alright, I'm going to switch out the tray.
All right, I'm going to move the camera over here so y'all can see George switch out the tray. So we got some guys really pumping out the smoke here. George saying they got the fire alarms going off. And Brian said that he was coughing. He had so much smoke going on last night.
Oh, really?
Yep. Charlie's model train, we got the coal-fired smoke scent. Fired. Good. Welcome back, George. We'll get you the whistle. Oh, my whistle's not working. George is switching it out. George's all over the place. George is all over the place. Bill's asking if we ever tried the maple sugar fluid. No, I bet that smells really good. Online G, wondering if you could get in contact with me. Yeah. I don't think I've got the Train Buds address on here, but trainbuds@gmail.com. Drop me an email, okay? Make sure you got your parents' permission, everything like that. But George checks that email, or I check that email, and if you need any messages, pass along to George. I'd be glad to do that. Ryan Burns also says the apple harvest and the hot chocolate is also the best. Hot chocolate sounds good.
Yeah, but I don't like the sweet stuff. I don't like the stuff that smells like food.
I asked George about that, and George is kind of a traditionalist.
Yeah, I wanted to get the big boy stuff, but we don't have big boy for it. Oh, no. Wait a minute.
Trying to go around there into the switching yard.
Yeah, but it's an 072 engine.
Oh, and was it making it, or did it come off?
Came off.
Sound like a circuit breaker blew too, George. Let me go grab that circuit breaker. Tell me when you got it on. I'll put the circuit breaker back on. There we go. Good. All right, so now we got the smoke going there, hopefully, huh? So Grandpa says there's nothing like the smell of Lionel smoke pellets. I agree. They say they cause cancer. Gosh. But Grandpa says it wouldn't be so bad to die of Lionel, huh?
No, I don't know. Be careful with the coal-fired stuff. You need to open the windows in the house before using it. It stinks in the house a lot. Good to know.
Yep.
Man, I don't even have a logo over like a foot long. Oh, well. My biggest logo is a GP38-2. Oh, that's cool. Those are nice little engines.
Which one?
GP38-2.
we have a lot of these big long steam engines, and so we built this train layout so that we could operate this the steam engines. And that's why we've got the big long curves like this. But I like small layouts with small curves, and you can operate engines and do some switching. That's why we've got the little curve in there. Tim's checking in saying he likes the cinnamon roll scent, George.
Weren't we using that at Train Fest this year? Or no, the year we had the Y3. Tim and I put a lot of smoky fluid in that engine.
Ooh, that Y3 smokes like a chimney too.
Yeah. I used the diesel scent on my outside layout. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet that diesel scent's good.
Tell Tim you can't eat the engine.
Looks like the smoke unit on that one's smooth. It's pushing the platform there, George. Well, this might be one of those things where we got to test it out before we operate it. The Malay is
I know.
or Mallet, however you want to say it. It's not smoking. We don't use the smoke on a lot of our engines that often for the same, very reason that we just talked about, where it'll smoke you out of your house and home. Welcome to the chat. Everybody is just coming in. Thanks for being here. So Tim was asking if Ron Miller did the smoke upgrade on that Y3. He did do a smoke unit upgrade on that one. You got to be real careful on that one. In fact, I'm not 100% sure if that one's working, because if you don't keep an eye on that one and the smoke runs dry, that one will burn right up, the smoke unit.
Wait, stop.
All right, I'm just going to turn down the chuff on. There we go. We got it. Oh, Brandon, you got your cowboy video up. Let me write that down. I forgot the other day that you were talking about that. And I want to see that one. Yeah, you're right. Charlie's model trains, you burn the wick. We've done that a bunch of times with a bunch of different engines. Let's see here.
The Royal.
Right.
There we go.
All right. Well, good show. Welcome everybody just showing up to the stream, coming in. Appreciate you being here. Sit back, relax. Let's talk some trains. Got some fun things that we're trying to work out here. George is all over the place in the layout today, which is kind of cool. We did a lot of things yesterday with the time away from the stream to get. Oh, I was starting to smell something there.
You can kind of see it. No, I think
That's one of the problems with having white walls. With the.
Don't worry. What's this engine?
What you putting it in there, George?
What?
I said, what you putting in? Charlie's Model Trains, you did see Smarks right over there. Like I said, this layout is relatively new. We haven't gotten it running that long, and so not all of the engines have run all over the place all the time. So we're still trying to get out the kinks, straighten out the rail bed, get everything all nice and set up so that we have a smooth operation on everything. It's getting better. I think that it's kind of nice that we've had this stay-at-home time, because we've certainly gotten a lot more done at the stay-at-home time than we would under other circumstances. Like George was saying, he and I spent a long time last night wiring up the blocks there, in the yard. I think that will be a really nice addition to the layout. We made the yard wide enough where I think we're going to try and put in some Lionel accessories between the different spots in the yard. One of the ones that I really, really like, I've always enjoyed it. I've always enjoyed the gantry crane, the Lionel gantry crane. I don't know how many people on here have run the Lionel gantry crane. Oh yeah, the mail is, huh? I've got a gantry crane I'll go get, but I decided I'm not going to use I've got a customized post-war gantry crane. It's a pretty nice piece, but I decided I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to get one of the new gantry cranes that it's TMCC that goes back and forth. I'd like to get that over there. I think that's one of the most fun accessories that Lionel makes. Then I also want to get some solid workers that are flawless in whenever they work. I love the culvert loader and unloader. Those are both really good, solid accessories that work all of the time. Ours saying the gantry crane is epic. You know what I'm going to do, George? Why don't you come over here? I'm going to go grab that gantry. Oh, George is operating. As soon as George is done over here, let me show you. George is going to put it back. He's doing a lot of cool stuff. And Oh, you're just putting it over there and stopping it, huh? All right, cool.
Dang, dude.
Look at the smoke come out of that guy. As the melee comes up and around here.
Alrighty. Surprisingly, I didn't show off my Harley Davidson shop. Oh, really? I have a TMCC gantry crane. Runs great. Yeah, I think that's the one my dad wants to get. It's real nice. There's a friend of ours that has it, brings it to train for us. But yeah, they're real nice. Let's see. Close to the, oh, I remember that one. That's, you get that from Mr. Piazza, right?
Yep. For those of you that aren't familiar with the gantry crane, ooh, look at that thing smoke. Can you guys see the smoke coming out of here? I like the smell too, George.
Yeah, it's just a lot of it.
I like it. It's good stuff.
That air purifier is working.
Nope, that's a dehumidifier, George. But I'll open up the window if you want. You good?
Yeah.
So Sparks, it's good. I've been doing some of this stuff here, George. Let me catch you up. So Thomas Eden, you have a TMCC gantry crane. That's cool. That's exactly what I want. I think you're caught up, George.
All right.
So here's the gantry crane for those of you that aren't familiar with it. This one is a customized one. Somebody did a little bit of customization, and if I were to use this one, I'd have to fix it up. It's in good shape, but it's just, this is a gantry crane, and it's got a tracks that it runs on, and in fact, Ross, who made the switches for our layout, makes a special track that goes back and forth on. But like I said, while this one is cool, the newer ones operate a little bit better. I want to try and get a TMCC one. This one's got a control box here. George, why don't you hold up the control box? Oh. That's the magnet one goes over, and so you can turn the magnet on and off. Yeah. Again, this is a customized one. Bicarus, I don't know how to say that, is the one that Lionel makes. Look at that. George tired on the set again. So, yeah, we want to put that one on the... George, what's your favorite Lionel piece?
Like engine or post-war?
Look at that. Did you know we had all that? I didn't.
Cool. Anyways.
Maybe one of those lights where it can fit in the gesture lamp.
Yeah. It took a while to get it to run on the rails, but with patience it settled down. Yeah. It going. It works real nice. Mr. Minetti, welcome to the stream. As you can see, we got some stuff smoking. We got some JT Mega Steve.
Mega Steve! It's getting smoky in the basement here.
I know, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look at this thing smoke. We'll get a close up, George. This thing is smoking up a storm.
Yeah, I'm gonna open that window.
Let that thing go. All right, maybe a few more minutes of that steam, George.
Yeah, it's giving me a headache.
Out of here. Something's coming off. All right, good show. Thomas Eden, good to see you here. Is it against the rules to submit a video of my small G-gauge outdoor layout? Not at all, Thomas. Please do. But I've downloaded all the videos that I'm going to put in the compilation. Yes, put that up, put the hashtag on it, and I'll try and see if I can get it. But if not, please know that we'll be able to see all of the videos if you search the hashtag GFW Stay at Home Running Trains. So thanks for thinking about that, and I would love it if you put it up. I've got all of the videos downloaded that I was going to put in the stream. So yeah, where are we at? New England Rail Fan Productions says someday soon I'll join GFW live stream by phone. That'd be cool. I figured out how to do that. So I was actually thinking about reaching out to some of the people that have been on here and asking if they want to come on and share their layout with the people that are have become good friends here on the stream. So, Bill, luckily we do have a good amount of toilet paper. We'll be good here when something's about ready to fly or come off the track there. Yeah. We were just joking about that. You can't see the smoke up against the white wall.
It's might be colored smoke.
Right. Mike can't believe we got smoking, George.
Yeah.
George talking about the Dirty Percy meme.
What kind of C&O engine is that? I like it. It's a 2002 TNCC Mallet. I'm sorry, Tim. But yeah, Tim talked a little bit about it. It's real nice. You can get them for pretty cheap too. But yeah, I think we saw one at Train Fest.
What's that?
$500. That engine.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can get them for pretty good deals, and they're good runners. You know, you can run the heck out of them, and they'll still chug along. You know.
Can you turn that down a notch, George? Thomas Eden said he had that one that we have and sold it on eBay overnight. Well, I hope he got a good price for it. That's a nice little one. I was thinking about that last night, about all of the different trains that we've got. Oof. Hit the circuit breaker on that one too.
That's why.
What's up?
Oh, you hit the button with your foot.
Ooh. Bad spot. Bad spot. All right, guys. Sorry about this. Catching up. Pop goes the diesel.
What's that from? Oh.
You don't care if it. All right, thanks, Thomas. That would be good. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you making the video. That'd be cool. Charlie's Model Trains. I think I'm caught up with the comments here. Charlie says that he wants to, thinks that you need to get some blue smoke coming out of your trains.
Is that even a thing?
I don't know.
Or like black? Black would be
Yeah.
But that would just like smoke up the whole room.
So New England Rail Fan Productions. I don't know if I'll get the level of knowledge that it takes to use anything other than Facebook, but or I'm sorry, and FaceTime on the phone. I am relatively new to all of this technology and streaming, and I'm certainly not a professional. And the only reason why I'm even diving into it as much as I have is because of all of the free time that we've got with COVID-19. So we've spent a lot of time on this layout. And believe it or not, we spend a lot of time on this stream too. We spend usually about 2 hours, 15 minutes on the stream every day. And we probably, would you say, we spend another hour and 15 minutes every day getting ready for it, cleaning stuff off, switching trains out, everything like that. But don't get me wrong, we enjoy that. We enjoy that a lot. The only downside is we always say after the stream we have to go out for dinner right away, and we kind of get distracted. When we don't have to go out for dinner, we just hang out and chat and have a good time down here, don't we, George?
Yeah. Let's see.
George, did you shave this morning?
Yeah.
Extreme close-up, George is. Oh, you did not shave.
I did too.
Oh.
Yeah.
We could get you a new razor then.
Yeah. It's the old one. It broke when I did it.
Yep.
It was the electric one.
So, let's see here. It says, Thomas says, talking about the melee, I couldn't believe how fast it went, but the price was much less than the TMCC. Yeah. Then I'm sure that it went for a good price. New England Rail Fan Productions says, I do have a layout vid on your channel, but it's filled with me doing memes. Well, memes are in, that's for sure. George loves memes. Ara says, I wouldn't mind showing my layout, but it's so far from done, it's also in pieces. So, you know what? I've seen some videos of your layout, and it's pretty good. George, why don't you start right up there, and I'll get down to that one. All right, let's see here.
Check your track above the S. There's a spot where the cars go. Which S are you talking about? Are you talking about over there? Let's see. Also, really only one like. Come on, everybody, on the stream. We got 15 likes. Brian Burns says, have you ever had a loco that
let the genie out?
The
genie out?
F in the chat from my husband. I spent a year rebuilding.
Oh, man, that's... we were preparing for a stream the other day, and the AC9, which is my favorite engine, it came off the track, sparked out, and it's been special train ever since. We haven't been able to get that thing fixed.
It doesn't even run on conventional. Tim, what's
wrong?
wrong?
I need to get that fixed. Yeah. So as George is checking through the comments, I'd like to just reach out to everybody and say welcome to the stream. If you're just joining us, we got some more people popping in. For those of you that have been here, kick back, relax, grab yourself a drink. In fact, I'm gonna go upstairs in a few minutes here, or a couple seconds, and grab George a drink, and grab myself a drink. George can carry the stream instead of making puppets out of. Sometimes I wonder what George is doing. George forgets that he's.
You guys have any streamlined steamers? Yeah, we have a Dreyfus Hudson. It's currently being fixed though, because it had the same problem as the AC9.
What does Mr. FedEx Hand say, George?
It has the same problem as the AC9.
Oh God.
So it's being fixed currently, because I haven't been running a long time.
No. George, yes, your Spirit of 76 would be considered rare. That's a neat engine. Check out George's stream. Anyway, I lost track of here. Make sure everybody check out each other's channels. If you want to go down below and leave a link to your channel so you can promote it. Can't use the 3 dots anymore to go to anybody's channels, but I'd hate for somebody not to see the channels for all of the great people who are part of our little group here on this side of the block. All right, I'm gonna go upstairs.
Alrighty. Okay, so let's see. That is the largest amount of smoke you can get holding that drink. I bet you we could get, like, with all the engines we have, if we put all the smokers on the layout, man, dude, the Malay was giving me a headache.
Yeah, I bet we could get that really going.
Oh, yeah. And, if we put all those Protosons 1 engines on there, too, they'd just be like... But, yeah, I'm gonna move the chair closer. They are streamliners. Yeah. Or steamliners is what I meant. Anyways, see if the now we'll go over the track. Hold on. The Berkshire's got a pretty good smoke in it too. That one. Okay. We tested it at train first. How I do that, Wally? What do you mean? New England Railfan Productions 2017. Adriel Garcia. What other steam engine is running on the layout? The Cat Forward. We got that running, and then the Malay. But we can also run other stuff by people's request too, if you guys want to see something else. I know these two have been running for quite a while. We got the Hudson, which hasn't run in a while, and yeah, then we've got just some miscellaneous diesels in there. Yeah. Oh, and we got the Monon too, which hasn't been running a while. Alright, I'm gonna go for a little. Alright, we'll see you, Charlie. Thank you for joining the stream. Legacy K4 and E6 with the whistle steam. Yeah, that would be a smoke show. GFW, will there ever be a live stream? A live Steam stream or AKA live stream? I don't know. We haven't been out to the Perry State lately, so I don't know. Maybe do a pop-up stream. Oh, the little guys are running today. Yeah. I mean, the Mallet is a pretty big engine, but yeah, it is little compared to the AC9. Hello, LJL Rail Yard. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. NSWGR 3801 back in the stream. Or back in Steam. That's cool. George, would my Spirit 76 be considered rare? I don't know. I'm not too big into HO stuff. I know that they are uncommon, but I know of people that have quite a bit. I'm joking, LOL. Those are big engines. Yeah. Oh, by the way, my grandpa's MTHS 2 Pennsy turbine 686's computer died, and I mean the how to link on my channel. Oh, that's cool, George. I mean, if I have it, I don't think it's really rare. Yeah, it doesn't go for much. That is true. I don't know. In the description. Probably like $50 to $70 for the Loco and $100 with its box, I think. Yeah, I mean, you can get them, fix them up, you know. I don't know if they're rare or not, but I know they're pretty common. Pause of it. I need to go do something for you guys. All right, we'll see you, New England Railfan 2017. Hope you'll be back. Seems like you will. But gracias.
And
cup holder time. Oh yeah, I got mine.
Cup holder action.
Ours trains. I think that what he meant was after the stream, post your channel in the comments. No, dude, you can do it now. Like, post a link to the to your channel in the comments.
Right, and then anybody can access your channel by just going down there and hitting the hyperlink in the comment. I think that might be a good way to share links.
All right, well, welcome back, New England Rail Fan 2017.
You weren't for very gone.
Yeah.
Gone for very long.
I'm thinking of drawing a New South Wales Government Railroad 3801, the most famous steam in Australia.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty cool one. LJL here. All right, good to see you, LJL.
I just turned my trains on. Okay, cool. I run trains now. If you don't hear me, the smoke got to me.
George, you can get in touch with George and I as long as you have your parents' permission. My email address is trainbuds, TRAIN. I don't have it on there anymore. Actually, I'll try and work on that right now, George. Trainbuds@gmail.com. Why don't you keep rolling?
So, yeah. Let's see. What else do we got? Well, if you guys want, we can always run a different train too. I know these trains have been constant runners on the layout. So if you guys want, please let me know. We can always run something on the layout. So yeah, that's currently it for now. Can you run a Canadian Pacific passenger train? We don't have any Canadian Pacific passenger trains.
Oh, that would be a cool one.
Yeah, my dad wants to get the Royal Hudson. I want to get it too, but yeah, smoke is real. Yes. What about SFF3s? Oh, Santa Fe?
There we go.
Sure, I can probably do that. Hold on. What camera are you using? We're using the computer camera right now. Man, I love the truffing on this. It makes me think of Grandpa's layout.
Alright, I'm heck with that. There you go.
So, anyways, well, there's the email address. If you want that, just go back in the video. What, you like the Victorian State Railways or the New South Railways government? I have no clue what either of those are.
Those are Australian Railways, George.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Two so far for the F3s. Alright, I'll get those out.
What's that?
Santa Fe F3s.
Tell you what, George, I got are you gonna run those, or I've got some that they haven't seen yet. I've got some 2383s. You gonna run those? Let's run those. That sounds good. Those are out there all of the time. People want to see those. Good show. LJ, what's your favorite Australian railroad? I'm not real familiar, but I am familiar with that train. That's the green one, right? And if I'm not mistaken, in Australia they have a monstrous steam engine too that they've restored somewhere. It's similar, not the same, but a big monster engine, kind of like the big boy.
Oh yeah, it's the one with like the tender in like the front, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure, but I know that I think in Australia they've got a monstrous engine that they've restored. So, welcome everybody who's just tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us and running trains. George is over here putting on a couple of Santa Fe F3 post-war engines, which is good. Oh, he's putting on the speedliners too. Very cool. Not only the engines, but also the cars as well. A little bit later on, I want to, since we've got the switching part all together, I thought it would be fun to kind of tune in and see the switching part of our layout and watch George switch a little bit. We've got a GP9 out there to switch with, and we also have a little A6 switching engine. So, all right. Should have had you on this scene there, putting on those F3s. DB Tech's in the house. Good to see you, DB Tech. Thanks for coming here. Thanks for popping in. Looks like you have to come here and swing out. Hopefully you'll get a chance to come back. That'd be really cool if you could.
Our trains, we also have New York Central F3s. They're just put away right now.
Yeah, we do. We do. We have a set of New York Central F3s. We have a post-war set, and then I've got an MPC. Well, it's not MPC. I got LTI set. It's a really nice AD set. Ooh, that thing's going to be flying. Oh, here we go, guys. Leaving the station. So you're going to run both of them at the same time? George running two on the same track. That's pretty cool right here. For those of you who can't see it, well, you'll be able to see it. We got two trains running on the same track. That might be a little bit too much draw. Or did something come off?
I don't know. Yeah, too much draw.
That's interesting. Should be all right. But the circuit breaker popped. I heard it pop down
Something
here.
must be. They're probably those Weaver cars.
I think it's the F3 engines. Those are huge. Oh, something's off the track then. If it just popped again. Hey, got a question. What's everybody's favorite F3s out there? Post-war F3s. If you could choose a post-war F3, not necessarily choose one. Well, yeah, whatever. I have to tell you my favorite one growing up, and I'd always get on my dad's case because he never got one, and obviously there's good reasons why. I always wanted my dad to get the 2373 Canadian Pacific F3s. He's got them now, but when I was young, when I was George's age, we didn't have those, and I would always get on his case. There's two trains that I always wanted my dad to get that are really neat engines. One of them was the 2373 Canadian Pacific F3s, and the other one that I always wanted to get, these aren't F3s, or the other train that I wanted to get was a 2358 Great Northern EP5. George asked me the other day what my second train was, and it didn't occur to me until the other day that my second train was a Great Northern, a modern MPC or a Great Northern EP5 remake of the old 2358.
Is that the one I used to run on the lab?
Yeah, probably. I have to get that one out here in a couple of days and run that one. That one I have to grease up and get going. I like that I've revisited some of my old favorites. We got that behind me. That's one of my old favorites. It had a very auspicious debut coming out. It didn't run. It was like grinding coffee inside there, but I had a chance to get that one fixed up and got it going. The Rock Island back there. And the other one that we had that had a very auspicious start too was the Amtrak. My Amtrak Alcos, my first engine. That one couldn't get going, and then finally George and I were able to get something to click on that engine, and it got going. Boy, that thing sure growls, doesn't it, George? George, you can see over here.
Well, the Western Pacific ones are one of my favorites too.
Oh, the Western Pacific's pretty cool. Tim says he likes those Texas Special 2245. So
yeah,
that's a good one. That's a good one. Brian had to leave the basement due to the gases. Well, I'm hoping that's not the toxic gases that beans can make, and it's toxic gases that your trains are making. Let's see. You addressed our asking that would we have any New York Central Postal F3s, right?
Yeah, we do.
George, what's your favorite F3?
I like the Illinois Central ones.
Illinois
Or
Central.
the New Haven ones.
Oh, those are good ones too. Those are your
Yeah.
favorites then? Texas Special's a good one.
Yeah. My PRR S1 lots of trailing trucks short of the lab. Hello, T's Cottage Guy.
Yeah, good to see you here. All the way from the UK. Hopefully weather's nicer there in the UK. Actually, the weather right now is really nice. George is going to be in an online mile running competition today with the Barrington Track Club. See, they're having an online competition who can run the mile the fastest. And George is getting in on that one. Ours Train says the Western Pacific. I agree with that one. LJL's asking, what's your favorite Australian railway and New Zealand railway?
I don't know.
I'm not really well versed on either one of those.
SNCF, I think that's the new one, right?
I'm not sure, but I've always wanted to go on that train trip out in Australia, George.
The one that goes
I forget what it's called, the Zen or the Ren or something like that, and it just is a straight line all the way across the country. That'd be a fun one to go. I believe it goes to Alice Springs. And I've been to Alice Springs. Alice Springs is a pretty cool spot.
Yeah, online running, how does that work? It's basically you run your mile and they record your time in like
So you run it and you record it on your GPS watch.
yeah. Well, yeah, but how do you send it to them? It's like you just.
I don't know.
I don't even know like an exact mile.
Yeah. Jerry's here. We are having a good time, Jerry. We always have a good time on here. Always look forward to coming on here and doing this.
Yeah.
George Armin, Connecticut. Another George here. Says New Haven F3. George, is that your favorite? That one's pretty good. Well, welcome, Jerry. Give Gary a whistle, George. I think it's the first time he's checking in. Get George our whistle there, too. All right. LJL, I did read your last one. If that's the New Zealand or Australia one, I got that one. So, Jerry, good to see you here. Human City's here. All right. Team George, when did I become Robin and you become Batman? What? Team George? You got fingers? Oh, man. How come you sit back here? Up here? Good? You want to switch?
Yeah.
All right.
Make sure the F3's don't go wacko.
Oh, that's why, because you were running the train. My bad.
Hey, what's Online G? Welcome back.
Those you can't hear it, those Santa Fe F3s are sure growling away.
Oh yeah.
We've got two different Santa Fe F3s. But don't eat online, you have to eat off camera. I was watching a stream the other day and there was this lady who was eating a sandwich on the stream. I thought to myself, man, that's not a good look.
Hold on, wait, I'll be back. Okay, back. Strain Steam Locomotive 3081 is back on Steam, but due to coronavirus, nobody can come. Well, that stinks. How are they being able to run it with due to coronavirus? Yeah, no snacking on the live stream according to Angel.
What's that?
No snacking on the live stream according to Angel.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true unless we can share with everybody.
Have a virtual peanut. I keep leaving and joining LOL.
Oh, I'm glad that you're here.
Yeah.
Glad that you're here. So George, hey, George Fernandez here.
Welcome.
Good to see you, George. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're healthy.
Human City Justice says I tried balancing some track today, and now there's ballast everywhere.
Yeah, ballast will do that. We've got our nodules ballasted.
And dude, whenever we go to shows, there's ballast
everywhere.
everywhere. And the yards are the worst. I don't know. They must have used some pretty weak glue because whenever they like put it like on its side, this ballast just goes all over the floor.
The Gun, that's the one that I was thinking of, LJL. I've always wanted to ride the Gun in Australia. How many miles is that straight line? I want to say it's like 2,000 miles in a straight line, George. I'm sure LJL will be able to tell me how many miles that one's got. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thanks for being here. Kick back, relax, spend a couple hours with Team George. Batman and Robin. Somehow I got relegated to be Robin. And George is Batman. I did that to myself. I don't know I did that. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
Yeah,
Michael
man.
Jordan, Scottie Pippen. Yeah.
He's got them down.
So George, there's another George. I think we've got 5 Georges. We've had 5 or 6 different Georges on the stream today, George. A lot of Georges. Angel, I'm with you. I think Dallas looks really cool too.
Tim says he wants to rebalance the yard on the modular layout. Yeah, Bill's yard though, that one's always like crazy unbalanced wise.
I don't know, man. I think Dallas looks good, but it just gets everywhere all the time. And cleaning's hard too because you can't just take a vacuum cleaner and clean up dust or anything like that because you end up taking up half the ballast.
Yeah. You have to wait for it to like sit.
So Brian says, and I like this one. Brian says, when something isn't working, you have to threaten to give it oil. and then it will listen. That's wise advice, Mr. Burns. Wise advice. So New England Rail fan is asking if we have a post-war era Lackawanna Train Master. If we don't, we need to get one. They're pretty cool. I agree. That Train Master, post-war Train Master,
We have one, yes.
we don't have one. We've got one in our collection at my grandfather's house. We've got the maroon roof and the gray roof. But we don't have one here at our house. I think the only Train Master that we've got 2 Train Masters here, George.
We do.
Yeah, we've got 2 Train Masters.
Which ones? Oh, yeah, the Bloody Nose and
This is going to
mine,
be
right?
which one?
The demonstrator?
Oh, then we've got 3.
Yeah, I have a pretty cool one. It's the Lionel demonstrator unit, and actually they were made in the demonstrator paint scheme, but they were also kind of prototypes for the TCA Trainmaster set, right? Which my dad has he has the product of it, and then I have the demonstrator. But they didn't use the Lionel ones, but they are like amazing. They have all the features of a legacy locomotive just made in the TMCC era. They're pretty cool. Sure, Tim can pipe up about them as well.
George is asking if either one of us are familiar with Toyman Television. Are we familiar with Toyman Television?
I don't know.
That's a resounding yes, George.
Who's that? Who's that?
We watched Toyman Television last night, as a matter of fact. We watched a really
Their
cool one.
4449 one.
Yeah, we watched a really cool. And I didn't even know that the group that has 4449 has another engine.
Yeah, I know.
3 engines.
They have a bunch.
The bigger steam engine.
Yeah.
I forgot what kind that one was.
Yeah, I don't remember. Like some sort of northern, I think.
They said it was bigger than the 844. That's got to be a big steam engine.
Our Shane says, GFW, do you have any work trains or cranes? Yeah, we have quite a few cranes actually. We have a couple of We have a couple of post-war cranes, and then I have a couple, like a modern crane.
Burrow crane.
Oh yeah, we got a burrow crane. We got this crane. I'll go grab it. Pretty sweet.
Actually, the one that George is going to grab is one of my favorites. And Lionel's come up with a stationary one accessory I'm thinking about getting. But this is a fun accessory. We should have part of a
this in
stream where we use that.
A sound boom car, which is real cool.
Hey, I gotta just checking in with Human City Junction. What'd you think of the fingers? I mean, I need a grade on how George was doing with his fingers on that one. Let's see here. Human City Junction says if it's not moving and it should, oil. If it's moving and it should not, duct tape. That's pretty good.
Tim says he has the Santa Fe TNCC crane and boom too. I think that's the one my grandpa has. We have the
Yes, that's it.
oh, the Santa Fe one. Which one does Grandpa have?
I don't think he has that one. LJL's asking George, do you like the Billy Railway? I'm not familiar with the Billy Railway.
I have no clue what
LJL, why don't you give us a little education on the Billy Railway?
He said he'll give me an 8 out of 10 on it.
8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Very good. Very good. So
Yep,
Brian
go.
says,
Bye, George Fernandez.
"Hey, thanks for popping by. Good to see you. Stay healthy. All right."
Oh, he has a Santa Fe one too.
Oh yeah, New England saying that Redman Television loved the 4014 and its return to steam and its excursion in Ogden, Utah.
Yeah, it's cool. Who said this?
New England Rail fan did.
Can we get a horn show from the Santa Fe? It doesn't have a horn in it.
It does have a horn, it just doesn't have a battery in there right now.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah.
Oh.
Thomas Eden says he's got the MOW crane. And Grandpa says he's got the Santa Fe boom car.
Yeah, I knew.
All right.
I knew he had one.
That makes sense.
I thought he had the UP one.
LJL is saying that the Billy Railway is a narrow gauge steam railway that's been preserved in Australia. Very cool. Very cool. I'd love to. Jordan and I haven't done very much rail fanning outside. We haven't done any rail fanning outside of the United States. One of our dreams is to go to Europe and Asia and Australia even and do some rail fanning out there. Oh my gosh.
4014 is so, believe my favorite loco of all time. Yeah, it's pretty cool. If they restored a Cab Florida, it would be my favorite. Still is my favorite. Actually, if they restored 4294, that'd be pretty cool.
Stephen Corporal's gonna run. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us a little bit today. Good to see you. Appreciate you being around.
George says, or Online G says, I have a Rail King Army Rail crane. I think that right wall E.
Wally! Oh, actually, I should get out my Wally. Run it on the layout. Yeah. Put it on the layout. You got it.
Tomorrow.
Robin's got to put something. You got the GFW trains caboose over here.
Yes.
Maybe Robin over here has got to get something that represents him. Maybe a little Scotty Pippen dog. Yeah.
Would you save a big boy or Erie Triple?
Oh, that's an easy one right there.
I'll hear your
Oh, big boy all day long. I'm not a big fan of that Erie triplets. That thing, it's neat looking.
It's
a
butter
neat model.
wheels.
It's neat to model, but that thing wasn't a very big success. From what I understand, it never was able to get any traction because there wasn't any.
I like the Virginian triplets over the Erie triplets.
Well, I didn't know there was a difference, George. What's the difference?
I don't know. They just look a little bit different.
Yeah. So we were watching some. What's the name of the video series that we were watching the other night?
Well,
Amtrak guy.
Engines of Amtrak.
Yeah. So with that, we were watching a cool series by Amtrak guy called "The Engines of Amtrak." We listened to, and he went through all of the different engines that Amtrak had built specifically for Amtrak. So we didn't get into the engines that they inherited from the railroads, just the stuff that was made for Amtrak, and it was a really, really interesting. Although we didn't see the one on the pooch, did we?
That was a real good one. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd save a J1A. I'd save a J1E. Yeah, my dad, he loves the Hudson. In fact, It's funny. Everybody's always like, we could have saved more big boys, but think about there's no EM1s around anymore. There's no J1Es around anymore. There's no Y6Bs around anymore. I mean, I'd rather have one big boy and then save all those engines. You know, I that's just what I'm thinking. That's what I find.
There are a lot of neat locomotives that they didn't save a single one, and it's sad to think that out of all of those behemoths, that they didn't save a single one. I can't believe that they didn't save a single J1E.
The E60. Everybody's talking about engines of Amtrak. It's popular.
Yeah. No, I had no idea.
And the
George.
boot.
Yep, I had no idea. They are very well done. I have to take my hat off to that.
Did you hear back from YouTube regarding monetization? Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we got that all ironed out. Not sure. I think so. LJL says he would save the Victorian State Railway's streamlined steam locomotive. See again, LJL, you're giving us education here. I'm not very familiar with that one. I'm sure that you're speaking of another Australian train there, and that would be if I'm not mistaken, one of them that yeah, that would be a nice one to save. George, if you could bring back one locomotive, all you can get is one.
Hudson.
Hudson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Mohawk's another one too that did it the same.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. New York Central, they just torched everything, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean.
What was the channel that we were watching with all the train accidents? And it always was like, and the train accident happened.
The Thunderbolt Sirens, or Thunderbolt 2000 Siren Production or something like that.
And it got torched. It got sent to the scrapyard.
Man, there isn't even one Delaware and Hudson steamer left. All dead unless you technically count 302, the Reading T1 drift stop.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. Grandpa says no one cared back in the 40s and 50s.
Well, no, not even that. Y6B. There's a Y6B that survived till like the 80s, 90s.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was it?
Oh God, it was in Roanoke, Virginia. Sat in a scrapyard for like 20 years in Roanoke. And there's a group that was trying to raise money to buy it from the scrapyard, and the leader of the group died in the middle of the fundraising, and they never were able to save the engine, and it got scrapped on site.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. But that was in Roanoke, and then there's EM1 that lasted till like I think 60s, 70s, and it was at the B&O Museum. It was in storage, and I don't know what happened. I guess there's some miscommunication. It got scrapped. Like they didn't even want it to be scrapped. Yeah, somebody scrapped it. Hello, Charleston Rail Fenner. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, all right, let's get you a whistle here. Welcome. We got our post-war 2343s. I think those are 2343s. 2353s running, rocking and rolling out there. We got our Cab 4, George's favorite, as always, out rocking and rolling. LJL's favorite steam whistle is a Japanese 5-chime or a New Zealand 5-chime whistle. George and I never really were into whistles too much until we started watching some of these videos, and everybody's talking about horns and whistles and everything like that.
The Nathan P or the K5LA. The only part of the Delaware and Hudson steam locomotive is their 4664's tender. Yeah, it is true. In fact, the JS64 is the only thing that survived from those as a tender as well.
So Human City Junction says he does not see stickers or super chat. Then turn that sucker on. Well, I suppose we should, but I don't know. I have to look into that. And not only that, but I don't want to seem like we're begging for money or turn anybody away by doing any of that monetization stuff. So we might do that just to give it a try. But yeah, thanks for the heads up on that. We probably should do something like that. George get harassed by his fingers like everybody. I have to donate a dollar every time I say fingers, something like that, George. I don't know. All right.
LGL, would you save a New Zealand railway steam locomotive or a Chinese steam locomotive? I would save an American steam locomotive.
New Zealand, though. New Zealand has some neat steam locomotives. I'm not real familiar, but they've got some really neat ones.
Would you save a Penske J1A or a 210 Force Texas?
Oh my gosh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Which are
5269, that was by us.
right.
That got scrapped in the yard
I
right
know.
outside our house.
Yeah, that was a shame. That one really makes me sad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I would probably say that. Yeah.
No, Grandpa, there isn't an EM1 anymore. And there was never an EM1 at the B&O Museum. Let's see. I saw Norfolk and Southern 5666 switching here in Charleston, Norfolk Southern Yard with the GP38-2 5016 that were putting empty intermodal cars.
Wow, that's really cool. Good show. Charleston Rail fan checking in. I think that's the first time he's posted, so thanks for being with us. That's really cool. Jordan and I were going to try and get out and do some rail fanning in the next week or so, but the weather hasn't been cooperative. It's been super cold, nice and crisp and sunny, but super cold out there by where we're at. Online G says, I got to run. See y'all out on the rails. Thanks for coming by, Online G. Texas Train Master Sam's here. Howdy, sorry I'm late. Hopefully you missed too much. I've been cleaning my room all day. Well, thanks for checking in, Sam. Good to see you here. We enjoyed your stream the other night. That was good stuff, although I guess we missed out on the story of Puffy.
No, the something special.
Oh, the Bondo special.
Yeah, the Bondo.
We got the Puffy story, but we missed out on the Bondo special.
I watched the video though. We watched the video.
Yeah.
We're never running threes backwards.
Nope. So, Tim says he likes the whistle that SP 4449 wore from 1999 to.
That was a good one.
I'm not familiar with that one, although that was the one that they had on that movie we watched last night.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Just got dinner. Oh, cool. Charleston Rail fan says NCSX 3440 just passed by going through Pittsburgh. My friend just texted me a picture of it leading. Oh, that's real cool.
Wow.
Better
Oh, that's neat. One of my favorite apps on my phone, although I've never utilized it to see. I've never utilized it to see it. But it's been fun to track them around. I don't know if anybody's ever seen. There was an app called Heritage Units. Put it up there. And it tracks heritage units around the area where you're at. In fact, right now it says in the area we're at there is 20 tracked heritage units right now. Now that's a broad definition of heritage units.
Yeah, and it's just the people that are like out right now. It's like fan submissions.
So the heritage units being they've got Elgin and Joliet paint scheme, Operation Lifesaver paint scheme, Amtrak Phase 3 paint scheme, an old Illinois Central that hasn't been switched, a couple of old Illinois Central, British Columbia. So it's not just the heritage unit. It's got some of the neat ones. Although there is a heritage unit that's out in Rochelle right now. Katie's out by us in Rochelle right now.
Yeah, that's cool.
We saw that Katie in Rochelle once a long time ago.
Yeah.
First responder Norfolk and Southern's in Decatur right now.
Have you guys heard of the story about the Big Bayou Amtrak?
Oh
yeah,
my gosh, down in
sad.
Alabama.
Yeah.
With the barge hitting the...
Oh yeah. I had nothing there. It's pizza night. Alright, we'll see you at Demon City Junction. Thank you for joining
Thanks
us.
for coming in. We'll take your word and see if we can get that sticker and super chat and blah, blah, and get on that. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. Good stuff. Brian says, do you know any other old-scale model railroaders your age? I don't know a single one other than you.
I have a couple. I have a bunch of friends from New Jersey that are scale modelers. And I just know people through YouTube and Instagram. But yeah.
I want to chime in on that real quick, and that's why I turned this off, Brian. One of the neat things that's on here is there's probably about 10 YouTubers that are about George's age that come on here on a regular basis, like you. Ben's Trains, he comes on here a lot. Online G, George Prokop, he's about the same age as you guys, and so we have a bunch of people on the stream here that are about George's age, and it's kind of a touch and go thing as to how you do that, because I don't want to get involved since you guys are all under 18 and everything like that. But that's really neat, I think. If there's a way that you guys can all coalesce or at least communicate with each other on YouTube through YouTube, but it's really neat that we've got a group of people that are all give or take about 5 years of George that like trains, and they like O gauge trains, they like all gauge trains, they like post war. So it's been really cool to see that kind of happen here. Which I'm not as old as some of the people that are into the train hobby, and I'm kind of like the second generation of trains. I grew up in the NPC era as opposed to the Lionel's Prime era, but I would definitely love to see a group of the next generation, the next age, get involved with trains, and hopefully running trains here on YouTube every day is something that gets everybody thinking about trains, and especially that younger crowd that comes in and checks in. So
we recently have had a quite younger crowd come to the TCA meets.
Right. Oh, you know what else is on here that's about your age too? Is I believe that LGL Rail Yard's about your age too. Although he's more of a rail
Like
fan.
16.
Well, you're about 16.
No, I'm 14.
Well, you're about 16. You gotta give a good broad range of ages, George.
Yeah. I
So
guess. Did you say there's an EJ&E Heritage model? No, that's probably a
It's-
old non-painted.
Thomas, I was going through here on that Heritage Unit app, and when I say Heritage Units, it's a kind of
Just rare train.
a broad example of Heritage Unit. It's also, a lot of them are just trains that haven't been painted up into the railroad that they are now. Let me see if I can find a picture of the one that they were talking about, the EJ&E. So all that one is it was spotted in Mantina, which is not too far away from here. But of course, we live by the EJ&E. It's one
see
that's
those quite often.
a CN that engine that hasn't been painted up yet. So
Do you know there's one of those out in Georgia?
is it really?
Going around? Yeah.
No kidding.
One of my friends, who's from Georgia, 3-rail modeler. He's going around by his house. He sent me pictures.
No kidding. That's really neat. Well, we live in Yorkville here, right on. There's a train that runs right through the middle of town here in Yorkville. Isn't that fun to have sometimes, George?
Yeah.
Although it wakes you up in the middle of the night sometimes. We live about a mile away from it, and it can still wake us up in the middle of the night because we have a bunch of railroad crossings in Yorkville that I would say they don't have crossing gates. So that train comes through town and it's laying on its horn for probably about, I would say, a good 5 minutes. It lays on its horn as it goes through, hitting all of the tracks that go over the railroad or
My
all
mom
of
always
the roads.
complains about it, but I don't mind it.
But the reason why I bring that up, it's always fun to see the trains that run on that track,
Oh,
isn't
God,
there,
yeah,
George?
dude, they're
What have
just-
you seen on that one?
I've seen old Illinois Central stuff. Seen Hudson Bay Railway, which is from Canada. Some of their locomotives were bought out by the Illinois RailNet. You see we've seen the Virginian Heritage Unit come through here. I think Penn Central Heritage Unit. There's a couple of other heritage units that have come up. There's a bunch of BNSF and power. Every once in a while we'll get a LTEX engine. Those are pretty neat just to see the old railroads on those.
So on. Yeah. Charleston Railfanner says, go check out the Norfolk and Southern 5668 on the Heritage Units app. I'll have to look that one up. Angel's checking in saying that it's nice to see youngsters in the hobby. I always felt that more young people should be a part of the train hobby. It's uncommon nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would be cool to bring you in the fold with that when we get done with the stay at home, because I think that there's a good group of people that you'll like on the modular group adults and younger guys. Tim and you are about the same age, I think, and Tim's on the stream here often, and he's quite the knowledge base. Thomas says that there's a lot of young members of the Chicagoland Lionel Railroad Club. One of these days, George and I are going to have to make it down to that.
I've never been there. I've heard it's real nice though. But yeah, Angel, you have to give us a tour.
Right. Charleston Rail fan is asking, where is my location? Where is it? Where it is my location. Oh, cool. Let's see here. Sam, Texas Trainmaster says, George, you are a rare breed in that you're young and you love trains. It's a shame. Today's generation is not much into it. Well, I think that we've got to tap into that younger group, because we go to train shows a lot with our modular group, and with that modular group, when we go to those train shows, we see plenty of young men out there, and it's just a matter of tapping them into it.
I think the price scares away a lot of people.
Oh, I'm sure that it does.
I share my trains and my grandfather's trains. We share layouts as well. I run some of my trains on the new, on there. By the way, NPC General Mills era wasn't quite good. Yeah, NPC stuff was probably one of Lionel's worst eras. But I mean, you know,
they kept it alive. There was some they kept it going, and then Richard Kuhn took over in the LTI year, and it bloomed a little bit more, and then NTH came on the scene, and there was some competition, and boy, now with those two, I'm glad there's
K-Line too.
K-Line, right? They really pushed each other.
K-Line went out with a boom, that's for sure.
Yep. LJO Rail Yard's got is asking if you've got any questions for him, George. I do. What's your favorite heritage unit, LJO? See, LJL says that he has. Weaver pushed him as well. That's true. I've lost track of the stream here, guys. Give me a second. Charleston Rail Fander says that he's younger than George, but he's nice. See, that's good. I'm telling you, we've got a lot of younger rail fans and railroaders out here.
Welcome back, SC Railroad Videography. He would always run my trains because I just never made the effort to learn how to use the legacy remote. So you guys have to take his job when I go to the TCA meets, George. They're pretty simple. It's if you've used a TMCC remote, it's very simple, just a little bit different. There's a bunch of features on it I don't know about yet. I mean, it's just similar. I don't really know anything about any DCS stuff, so it is what it is. It is what it is. So New England Rail Fan says, what railroad are you guys? We don't really have a name for our railroad, do we, George? Yeah.
We're trying to think of a good name for it, like the Yorkville, Chicago, and Eastern, or the Yorkville, Chicago, and New York. George doesn't like any of those. He gives me a look. I know George. He kind of has a look like I'm not going to say anything because I don't have any ideas, and if I say anything, then it's going to be up to me to think of something. But I don't like that one. That's what that face just said.
No, that wasn't about that, but we can go with that.
What was that face for?
Something else. We'll talk about it later. Let's see. Anybody know if Chris Kraft is still around making boxcars?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, they're pretty old.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a couple of their boxcars, don't we?
Yep. Let's
Illinois
see.
Rail Fan 1630. Isn't he the guy that hangs out at God, what's the name of the railroad club? The modular group that's always at DuPage.
Oh, gosh.
He's
They're
at
South
DuPage.
Elgin.
Yeah, Tim. He's at DuPage, right? A lot with you. He runs at that
Not Prairie State. Gosh, what is it?
It's fine.
You've got a video on your channel about their layout. I'll think of it in just a second.
I think I know him. Not 100%. I've talked to him. Oh no. Okay. Never mind.
LJL saying that he likes the Southern Pacific and the Pennsylvania Heritage units because those are your two favorite railroads of all time. Yep. Yep.
Which ones?
LGL says, here's an interesting question. Why can't we have more females in the hobby?
I don't know. It's not a very
I don't know.
female hobby.
Yeah. I
I
guess
mean, there are females. You can. I don't know. Like in the hobby. But yeah.
New England Railfans is one of my hobby shops I just went to in West Springfield, Massachusetts. Just closed. It's called Pioneer Valley Hobby, and all because of lots of kids don't like trains anymore. All they care about is rap and getting girls. Valley Model Railroad. That's it. Grandpa's got it. Valley Model Railroad. Have you ever heard of Loose Ties Model Railroad Club? Our Facebook page is Loose Ties Model Railroad Inc. Oh, no, I haven't heard of it. And you say it's an HO club? That's really cool.
Yes, I am thinking of UP 1995 rail fan list.
Yeah, in New England, there are a lot of other things other than trains that capture people's imaginations. But you know what? I think that the people that are there are fun people, and I think that us in the hobby have to do more to try and stay together and promote the hobby from within, and all of those people that are on the fringe or on the periphery to on the fringe or on the periphery, bring them into the fold. So.
Yeah.
Angel says finding a female in the hobby is better than finding diamonds on the street. I think you're right. Says no one likes trains, but all of us here, right, Wally and George? Yeah, we all like trains. I think that's why everybody comes in. And
Grandpa says our aunts both have trains.
Right, my sisters both have a train. They've both got turbines. I think that's what they've got.
Post-war turbines?
Yep, they both have post-war turbines, and then your uncle Greg is starting to get into it more and more.
Yeah, he's got a. Ooh, they should take that back to Zion, Grandpa. Internet's engine. That'd be cool. I don't. Yeah.
So, all right.
What railroad goes through your town? The Illinois RailNet goes right through downtown Yorkville, and then with the BNSF main line. The racetrack goes through Yorkville as well. If you know what that is. It's
or
at the start of the race.
It's not the racetrack.
Oh.
It's after the racetrack, but
I knew that.
It is a really, really fast stretch of track where I think that the speed of the trains get up and above 70 miles an hour coming through here.
It should be New York, New Jersey, Chicago, and Western. That's a long railroad.
What's that? Who said that one?
New York, New Jersey, Chicago, Western.
Yes, I like that, but we're going east. Oh, no, I guess if it starts in New Jersey, it's just a matter of perspective, right?
I like from New England too, so
yeah, I like that. I like that perspective. We wanted to get Yorkville in there somewhere. In fact, we were thinking about trying to like say the Yorkville and Eastern Shore Railroad. I thought that would be pretty cool, and then we could call it the YES for short.
Yes.
Yorkville and Eastern Shore. I don't know. I'm just.
My favorite thing about the hobby is all the young guys like myself who are interested in old-fashioned steam locomotives, just like me.
I agree.
My real name is the Nice and Friendly Corner Central. Please don't steal it. I'm gonna steal it now.
The Nice and Friendly Corner Central.
Do you play Train Simulator? I have Trains in New Era and Trains 2006. Play those every once in a while.
Grandpa's piping in that the Amtrak gets to 79 right by our house there. Yep, they fly around the track right by us. We don't have we're not on a high speed corridor or anything like that, but we've got some really nice rails coming through us, so they really jack up the speed when they come by us. So the BNSF Mendota subdivision comes through Yorkville. That's exactly right.
The New York, New Jersey, Yorkville, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Northern, Eastern, Western, Southern, and Central Railroad.
I think that you got it. I think. Well, there might be somewhere that you missed in there.
I'm gonna take a picture of that.
I think that you missed Chicago. You missed Chicago. Unacceptable. He missed Chicago in there.
Trains come through my house at a whooping 10 miles an hour.
15 miles an hour?
15 miles an hour.
Well, the one that comes through town is about that speed. It comes creeping through town.
Yeah.
And it's the rails on the one coming through town. Oh, my gosh.
They haven't been maintained in like...
Well, they just fix them up. But for years, it was awful. And like every 3 years, they would have a big wreck. just
Oh
because
yeah.
the rails
Oh
were
yeah.
maintained.
Yeah.
But those things, the sand cars that come rocking through town.
Yeah. The Illinois RailNet, for a long time they had these old U-boats from the Cannabis Prairie. I think that's what it's called.
The what?
The Cannabis Prairie.
Oh, I thought you said Cannabis Prairie.
No, I said Campus
All
Prairie.
right, good.
And yeah, I think they had like 5 U-boats that they ran. But I don't think those are around anymore. I think there's one left. But yeah.
Right. So New England, let's see here. I agree with you. I think that the more people we get in the trains, the better the hobby is going to be. The better the hobbies are going to be, the more fun we have. So we got to do our best as people who are in the hobby to get them going. So, all right, LJL's checking in. He says, cool fact. What is most ironic is what is the most ironic state in the U.S. that some call their locomotives by their name, Texas. So George and I, speaking of that too, LJL, we kind of laughed the other day that one of the railroads that's most synonymous with being known in the South is what, George? Or at least from our perspective.
Illinois Central.
So yeah, we go down to New Orleans and spend some time down in the South. And one of the railroads, which is very well known down there, is the Illinois Central, and that makes us chuckle.
It does go south.
Yeah. Right. There we go. Let's get this thing going again. Charleston Rail Fan, I gotta go. We'll be back. I gotta go to dinner. We'll be back in about an hour. Stay safe. Well, in about an hour, hopefully we'll probably have it shut down by then too.
Yeah, probably like 10 minutes left.
Another 10, 15 minutes, something like that. So New England Rail Fan, so sweet. So no Metro.
So Metro whooshes right by.
Oh yeah.
Not by our house. They don't have a Metro line.
Yeah, Metro doesn't come to our house yet. It's Amtrak, and then the BNSF. The BNS comes flying through by our house here.
It is the Illinois Central track all the way to New Orleans. Yeah. It's funny. Everybody's. I didn't realize this until I saw this in a video, but all railroads go from east to west.
Yeah, most of them do, right?
So it's like hard to find a railroad that goes from north to south.
Yeah, actually, George, did you know that's one of the reasons why they said that the South had lost the Civil War? Yeah, one of many reasons, but one of the reasons is that the railroads weren't equipped to bring their goods from one place to another because of the directions that they all went, as opposed to the North, which had their railroads set up where they had a much better time getting goods and shipped from east to yeah. Yeah, LGL, it's a shame when you're a rail fan and people say nasty things and call the police. I guess you just have to pick out your spots that you're a rail fan at.
Yeah.
And how you approach it. We're lucky. I think that by us, there's so many good spots to rail fan.
Rochelle's a big one.
Yeah, I was thinking the other day about a good spot where we could rail fan and do a live stream, but I think it's going to be kind of difficult because from what I hear that sometimes. But I want somewhere where there's trains coming all the time. The Eola Yard would be a fun one to rail fan at in Aurora.
The Proviso too.
Yeah. So Texas Trainman says, I know we lost the war in the South, so please don't rub it in. Oh, you got a couple of consolation prizes for losing the Civil War.
Like Waffle House.
You got Waffle House and you got NASCAR, so things aren't all that bad. Well, we have the NASCAR up here in the north, but you guys got that as a consolation prize, and it's kind of migrated up here. Waffle House, we don't have very many Waffle Houses up here.
I don't know of any of
Yeah, you've probably never eaten at a Waffle House, huh?
Oh, we have not.
Yeah.
Go down to Joliet Station. Oh,
that's another great spot.
Crossing,
Yep. Yeah, Joliet Station's a great idea, Grandpa. A really good one.
But yeah.
So, how's just a quick check with everybody who's watching? How's the
video quality?
The video quality and the audio here? want to check on that, and then probably would be a good time to start checking out and saying goodbyes and everything like that. Let's see. Brian has only like 3 trains past his house per day. Well, if you get a chance to see him, Brian, because if you can see them, then 3 trains is good than having 20 that you're not able to see.
Be careful at Joliet. Why is that, Tim? Plus, people flip you off while watching the train. We have dirt track racing. NASCAR is for nerds, Jake. That's the one thing I want to get. Dirt track racing seems pretty cool.
Brian, you also have Waffle House. Don't forget Waffle House.
Yeah, no, don't forget Waffle House.
George R. in Connecticut. Good. All right. Well, that's good. Good.
There's a meme. The Norfolk and Southern train driver. Actually, my friend Luke, remember Luke in New Jersey?
Yeah.
He was rail fanning. The Norfolk and Southern engineer flipped him off.
Really?
He made it into a meme that went pretty crazy.
Hey, man, if you know what I would do if a Norfolk and Southern engineer or somebody flipped me off from the railroad, I would send it to their boss. I'm sure their bosses wouldn't appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's true.
All right. So, all right, we've hit just about 2 hours on the stream here. I'd like to thank everybody for coming in here today. Thanks for running trains with us. Everybody, please stay safe, stay healthy, and George, when are we going to be on again?
3 o'clock.
Right on, right on. Tomorrow we'll be on at 3 o'clock, and hopefully everybody can hang out with us and run trains. What do you think?
Yes. So, see you guys. Thank you for watching, and GFW Trains signing out.
Happy trails.